Alright, yo guys, what's going on? You got Techno here, coach of the Carolina Pantherians. And I want to preface this by saying, sorry about the shitty quality on this video. I have a new computer right now, and it's kind of just how it'll be for my first couple of weeks, but after that we should get our HD back, so that should be all good in the hood. Anyways, we're here with week 1, and we are versus KreselleKey, coach of the New York Excelpikas. Now, I don't really know much about her. I know she was in the NPA for a little bit. I also know she has a very interesting team. Her team has all these mons you see on the screen, and then some other kind of weird mons like Mimikyu, Mienshao, Lapras, just to name a few that I can think of at the top of my head. First pick was Zeraora. Oh yeah, she also got round 2 Togedemaru, which I thought was pretty interesting. Obviously a meme. Yeah, so although it is a weird team, it is still a pretty threatening team, so I did want to prep accordingly to make sure I did have what I needed to be able to beat this team. So the team that I decided to bring, since I am on this new computer and my old team saver, team builder didn't get saved, I don't know what I'm saying, it's like first thing in the morning when I'm recording this. I'm going to have Dugtrio with a Focus Sash with Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and I believe my last move was either Pursuit or Screech. We have a Life Orb Breloom, or no, it wasn't Life Orb, it was, I believe it was Roselli Berry this game with Swords Dance, Spore, Bullet Seed, and Mach Punch. We have our Life Orb Greninja with Low Kick, U-Turn, Surf, and Dark Pulse, I believe was my coverage. It might have been Ice Beam, I don't know. We'll see in the battle. We've got Assault Fist, Tornadus T, with Hurricane, U-Turn, Grass Knot, and I think my last move was Heat Wave. And then we've got Defensive Rest Talk Entei. This is kind of to help me deal with Zeraora and the the Mimikyu. I thought that this was a pretty good response with Sacred Fire and Toxic, besides Rest Talk. Then we've got Sub, Knock, Sucker Punch, Play Rough, Mega Mall Wild. Now, looking at what she decided to bring, I decided, okay, getting up rocks is going to be pretty ideal this battle. His only real way of removing them is going to be the Mega. Coming out on rocks isn't good for that thing either, so I'm totally fine just leading off with the thing. So let's go with the Dugtrio lead and just see how it goes from here. I'm going to have to make some changes to my team eventually to make it so that I do have more rockers, I do believe. But overall, I think that for now, these rocker matchups with the rockers I have is pretty okay. So I'm not too incredibly worried about it. So Dugtrio as my lead is going to be just what I need to have in this battle. So let's see just how it goes. First battle back in the IBL, so I'm pretty hyped. Just see how it goes. If it doesn't go well, totally fine. If it does, then that's also even better. So he's going to lead off with the Salazzle, and I'm going to lead off with the Dugtrio. Now, I kind of expected that this might be some sort of anti-lead to my Dugtrio. So I wanted to see exactly what's happening. If it was Scarf, I'm Sash, so that's... Actually, no, I brought Scarf Dugtrio this game, I just realized. I brought Scarf Dugtrio this game to beat down the Zeraora. Now, you'll see what I do with that, actually. I do have Stealth Rocks on that thing, though. So he goes for Fake Out, and I'm like, okay, he's definitely going to be Sash. So I'm just going to go into my Tornadus. I don't want to get anti-lead turn 1, and that would be really annoying for me. So Searchy is going to come out, and I'm going to just go right for the U-turn. I didn't think he'd go right for Flamethrower. If he had Fake Out, I thought he'd go for it. If he was a Sash set, I did kind of expect Fake Out, so that's why I did just stay in with my Dugtrio that turn. Anyways, it's going to come the Greninja, and I'm just going to fire off a U-turn, I believe, on this turn. Because, actually, I think I just go right for the Surf on this turn, actually. Yeah, I do, because he doesn't really have a good water resist besides Sceptile, and Sceptile is not Mega Evolved yet, so it's not going to be a great one. Anyways, it's going to come with a Type No, and I get off quite a bit of damage with that Surf, but it's not enough, obviously. So I'm going to go into my Entei. I feel like this would be the best thing to kind of check this thing. As you guys will see, Entei does exert its pressure, and he goes for the Sword Stance. I'm like, okay, so that's interesting. Just gotta kind of land a Sacred Fire, do some damage, hopefully get a burn. That's the ideal situation for me right here. As the Sacred Fire is going to come out, and I'm going to get that off, and you guys are going to see Rock Slide comes out, and he misses. So that's annoying. But you guys are going to see it's kind of immediate justice, because not only did I not get the burn, but I also missed my next one, and he gets it off. So it's like that turn never happened right there, or these turns in coalition with each other never happened. Anyways, that Rock Slide doesn't do half to my Entei, so I'm perfectly fine just staying in, clicking Sacred Fire. I know I'm pretty confident I'm going to get the burn here. If I don't, then that would kind of be pretty lame. But I do get the burn, and he goes for return, and you guys will see this does a whopping 1 damage. So he didn't gen in his happiness, and I'm like, okay, now this really sucks that it's not a he, it's a girl. She didn't gen in her happiness, but what I gotta do here is I just gotta kind of go into my Doug trio, and this is the opportunity I'm going to take to get up my stealth rocks. His return's gonna do fuck all to me because he has no happiness, and he's burned. So I'm totally fine with that. Um, the bird's gonna hurt him right here as I'm just getting into my stealth rock. So really unfortunate that she had to do this, or that this had to happen to her. But it's kind of like whatever. Well, not whatever. It's definitely like I would have found another opportunity to get a Brox, but this I did just want to take advantage of. So sucks that she forgot to gen in with the happiness. But overall, I don't think it mattered versus how I would have beat the single play Entei if I did get the same birds and shit. So I'm gonna go back to Entei here, just in case, because I am a Scarf Dog Trio, and I don't want. Whoop. Okay, that's awesome. Just a nice notification right there. I don't really know this new computer that I'm using right now too well at all. So if I get notifications, so be it. I apologize. Anyways, Entei is going to. Sorry, it is very early in the morning. He's going to get that hit off, going to take the hit pretty well, and the Techno is going to die, and we get our first kill of the IBL season to passive damage, so that's pretty nice. He's going to come Zorora, and I'm like, okay, I don't think this thing can kill me. If it does, then I can go into my Duck Trio and just kill this thing right back, because it will probably be with Plasma Fist with like a bandit set, so I'm going to go for Sacred Fire, and I miss. Now I did that calc, and this is a bandit Zorora, it's looking like. So that's something I will be keeping in mind as I go into the rest of this battle. And here I'm going to go for the rest. Now, going for the rest kind of ensures that I'm able to come back in on mons like the Sceptile and the N-Mega, as well as even the Zorora if I need it to be. Which I'm not thinking this is my best response to Zorora since he is banded. I'm thinking my best response is just going to be trapping it, but either way, that's all totally fine. So I'm going to go into my Breloom here as he is going to go for the hammer and he's going to miss. Or actually he hits, never mind. I thought he missed. Sorry, there's just so much missing in this battle. This battle happened a while ago too, so that's all good in the hood. And yeah, he's going to go into the Sceptile. Good play here. I keep saying he. Sorry, I'm just used to saying he. I've never really played girls on my channel, so yeah. She's going to go into the Sceptile and we're going to see Breloom is going to come back here as the Tornadus is now going to pop right in. So I don't mean any disrespect by saying he or anything, obviously. Like, I'm just not used to it. Anyway, she made a good play by going into the Sceptile, and now she's able to fire off whatever attack she wants to go for. If we went to Dragon Pulse, that would have been fine. But she goes for Leaf Blade, and I'm like, okay, this is definitely Rock Slide, so I'm going to do this count to make sure that I am able to live. I was pretty confident I'd be able to live an Outrage too, because this Rock Slide just barely doesn't kill me, as U-turn is going to come out right here, and I'm like, okay, so that's all totally good with me. I'm going to get some big damage on the Sceptile. I need some sleep after this. I'm going to get a big damage on Sceptile, and he is going to now be in range of the Mach Punch, so I'm just going to fire that off right now. It doesn't really have a great switch no matter what, so I'm totally fine just going right for the Mach Punch right here, as this Salazzle is going to come in, and Mach Punch isn't going to 2KO, but it will do quite a good amount of damage, so if it comes in back on rocks, it will be killed by the Mach Punch, so that's something for me to keep in mind. Anyway, Tornado is going to come out right here because I run a calc, and it won't be able to take any hit no matter what from this thing, as the Sludge Wave will come out here, and I'm like, okay, well, please don't poison me. That would be kind of really shitty, but I can still go into my Duck Trio anyway, so it should be totally fine. As he doesn't, and I go for Hurricane, and I hit, and I'm able to kill off the Salazzle. So we're off to a pretty good start, I'd say. We're definitely in a really good position right here with the team that we have brought, and the team versus the team that she has decided to bring. So let's just see exactly like how this plays out from here. I'm going to go right back into my Entei here to see just how much damage she's going to do with his attack, and this attack right here, you guys will see, is not going to be Plasma Fist, but will actually be Acrobatic. So, interesting play. I thought she definitely would have wanted to go right for the Plasma Fist, just in case. I did decide to go Entei, but she did actually just predict the Breloom, so makes sense, but at the same time, like, I don't know, like, what I think about that. Entei's going to be fast asleep, and this is the one miss that kind of pisses me off, or not, kind of like annoy me in this battle. I'm going to go for Toxic, and she is going to avoid it. Now, that doesn't seem to matter too much right now, But you guys will see just this turn. I'm going to go into my tornadoes because I really had a feeling you'd go for Earthquake or Stealth Rocks or something like that, and I wanted to get this thing in before Stealth Rocks got up, just to make sure I could get in like a switch in and see if I can go for Grassland and then pressure something out. So I'm going to fire for Grassland right here, and you guys will see if I got that Toxic off, I would have definitely been able to kill off this Rhydon right here with the 3 turns of Toxic that I did have, or the 2 turns I did have. So yeah, that's annoying, but at the same time, it just kind of is what it is. So, Tornado's gonna go down, so she did get a kill. Anyways, I'm gonna bring in my Mawile, and I'm like, okay, I'm looking at the bulk that this thing has. That definitely doesn't have enough speed to outspeed my Mawile, especially with the speed that I am running. So I'm totally fine just going right into the Mawile right here and clicking a knockoff to get rid of this thing's Violate, as well as just kind of kill this thing because it's my only 100% accurate move that will always go versus this thing. If he goes for Rest and I go for Sucker, that would be fucking awful. Just to put it like, actually, it wouldn't be because I can just knock off then play rough because he doesn't have sleep talk then. Anyways, that's just totally fine. So here I'm like, okay, I know I'll live any attack. Maybe a bit of Fire Punch will kill me, but that should be still fine. I'm just going to fire off a knockoff right here and hopefully kill off this Aurora, and I do go for the knockoff, and the Aurora is just going to go right down. So that is goodbye to the Aurora, and only 2 Pokemon left on her side of the field. One of them is going to be the Mega, and I'm like, okay, so unless you're like pretty bulky, you should die to my Sucker Punch right here, so that should be all pretty good for me, and I should just win this game with Mobile. But he does actually decide to live the Sucker Punch, that cheeky bastard. So, Mega is going to actually take that Sucker Punch, and she is going to be able to get one more kill for me, or for a team. And now I'm like, okay, well, this is a GG at this point because with that low amount of HP, I'm able to bring in my Breloom, and I can just click Mach Punch twice and win the game. But you guys will see, there's a plot twist. I actually click it 3 times to win the game because she goes for Protect. So, yep. Spooky. Anyways, Mach Punch gonna come over here, and you guys are just gonna see I am just going to finish this game off with 2 Mach Punches right here because Mega's gonna go down, and then his last one, or her last one, is Sceptile. So yep, Sceptile is at a range of HP after the U-turn damage to where it will just die to this Mach Punch. So definitely a pretty solid game overall. I think for the team she had, she did put up a pretty good fight. I was definitely pretty excited, and I did kind of like try hard in prep versus this team just to make sure that I was able to win by week 1, make a statement in the league. That's what I kind of always do. I really like winning week 1, but anyways, that's gonna be our battle. Nice 4-0 victory for us. I hope you guys enjoyed. I think that this was a pretty nice, fast-paced battle. Make sure that no one got like bored or anything. But yeah, so that's gonna be it for me. I'll see you guys later, guys. Adios. Sorry, my commentary is so weird. I'm just really tired, but yep, goodbye.